Hello loves, it's finally getting cooler outside, which means it's time for sweaters, tights, and more layers. This is my favorite time of year overall, but I really love the cozy layered outfits I get to curate during this time especially. Therefore, I've been putting together some beautiful looks recently and I've wanted to show you some of these magical, whimsical outfits. So without further ado, here is a late fall and early winter lookbook. Look number one is a cute polka dot outfit. I found this pretty white and red polka dot dress a while back and it's been one of my go-to easy dresses this summer. I bought it at Goodwill, but it is by a brand called Juju if I'm pronouncing that correctly. For fall and winter, I'm layering this beautiful cherry red leather jacket, also from Goodwill, but the brand is Worthington, on top of the dress. I love the buttons on this jacket and the color is so beautiful, easily one of my favorite recent finds. Then I added this red scarf to tie the red in from the dress even more, along with my black flats from Walmart and some white socks. This look is already beautiful on its own, but you could also add a beret and some gold rings and earrings to accessorize even more. It feels very quirky autumn circa 2012 to me, and I honestly love it. The next look is a beautiful whimsical look. I used this thrifted Coldwater Creek skirt as a dress on top of some black tights. I then added this belt from the thrift store over the chest to give a kind of corset illusion. Obviously, I don't suggest a belt that is very tight, but I think this belt placement adds a different dimension to the outfit. Of course, if you have a bigger chest or are just uncomfortable, the belt around the waist still looks beautiful as well. I then added this black Penny Lane coat from Goodwill by the brand Mix It for cooler weather. I then added these accessories, including my cross earrings, heart pendant, gold rings, and my beret, pretty much all from the thrift store. Lastly, I wore my flats once again to complete the look. This is probably one of my favorite outfits. I love the interesting patchwork design on the dress, and the bronze and gold accents really add to that magical look. Next, we have one of the only looks that involve pants. Everything was from the thrift store other than the hair clips and the ring I'll show later. I wore this average black tank with these wide leg Blue Mountain jeans that I cut a bit too short. I used to wear them high-waisted before cutting them, but now they look better as a mid-rise pant. I then added my boyfriend's belt that he let me borrow, along with this beautiful motorcycle jacket by the brand BKE on top. I found this jacket at one of my local thrift stores for $20 and it truly was worth every penny. Then I placed two silver salon clips into my hair to match the belt. I bought these at Walmart for about $3, and I wore this silver ring from Etsy by the seller Trumpet for $2. It has 3 women dancing on it and just looks so cool. Lastly, I wore my brown boots that don't have a brand. I usually wear very dainty feminine outfits, but I think this is a really cool outfit when I just feel like wearing jeans. Outfit number 4 is a very easy look for the warmer fall and winter weather. We get warm falls and winters where I live, so a simple cardigan will suffice more often than not. I wore this white dress with this pretty blue cardigan on top. These were both found at the thrift store, but the dress is cotton on and the cardigan is Huntington Ridge. I then added my cameo from an antique market on a string of pearls to accessorize and wore my white socks with my black flats once again. This is a very simple look, but the short dress, cardigan, and flats with white socks combo has yet to disappoint me. Look number 5 reminds me of that one quirky art teacher you probably had in elementary school. I started by wearing this basic beige top by the brand 00 with this brown Coldwater Creek skirt with beautiful embroidery on it. These are both from the thrift store. I then added this tapestry like Chico's jacket from my mom on top. I love the design on this jacket so much and it just fits so perfectly. Next, I added this green scarf also from my mom on top along with my beret. I opted for the beret here since I did not realize how many times I would wear it in this video, but placing your hair into a bun or using any black hat would look cute as well. I also wore these absolutely gorgeous earrings my friend made me along with my brown boots to finish off the look. This next look is seemingly quite the crowd pleaser since I've gotten so many kind compliments on this look. I found this really interesting nostalgic green top/dress at Goodwill with this floral fairy-like design on it. The brand is One World and I layered this on top of my black tights once again with my black Penny Lane coat, which isn't a necessity for this outfit, but I really liked the way it looks. I also placed my hair up into a bun with my salon clips once again, and I wore the same silver ring from Etsy again. Lastly, once again, I wore my black flats. I like how the green bellish sleeves poke out of the coat sleeves in this look, and I think the silver details really make this look pop. Look number 7 is a lighter feminine look. I wore my corset from Antique with this courtship half slip midi skirt from Free People with a basic white slip skirt underneath. I also added my cameo necklace. Once again, this look alone is one of my favorite summer outfits, but for winter I added this beautiful white coat from one of my local thrift stores by the brand Pow Wow. I mentioned in a recent video how I wanted to find a 1920s like cocoon coat, and while this coat is very simplistic in comparison to the 1920s ones, it has that shape that I was looking for. It also has these beautiful fleur-de-lis symbols all over, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, which is kind of difficult to see in this video. I used the fabric you use to wrap around the coat like a robe as a scarf as well. I wanted to add this beautiful Art Nouveau style pin into my hair as a hair clip, but I have not actually turned it into a hair clip yet, so let's just imagine it's there. I also wore my white socks with these beautiful boots from Goodwill by the brand Elemento. I should have worn white tights looking back now, but overall I really love this look. The next look is one of my favorite easy looks right now. I paired this pretty velvet button-up vest by New York & Company with this red midi-length skirt by the brand The Limited. They're both from the thrift store. I then added my heart pendant gold rings and small gold hoops along with my hat I bought from the Goodwill bin. I wore this hat to work the other day, and this one customer told me to never wear this hat again because she says I look like a taxi driver with it on. While I plan on wearing this still, of course, I now call this my taxi driver hat. Anyways, I then wore my white socks and flats for the millionth time to finish off the look. To make this look warmer, tights and a black coat would definitely make the difference. Next we have look number 9. I can't make a lookbook without adding some sort of vintage dress or prairie dress, so sorry. I found this beautiful Gunny Sacks dress for $10 at one of my local thrift stores recently, and it's been my pride and joy ever since. I love this dress with the heart pendant, small gold heart hoops, and brown boots from earlier on its own, but for cooler weather I found 2 options. To lean more into the old vintage style, I added this fur coat passed down to me from my grandmother, and to lean more into that 70s style, I added this beautiful Giuliano Cellini Penny Lane coat with beautiful swan embroidery on it. I personally like the fur coat better, but both look magical. The next look is once again a more whimsical look. I wore this beaded camisole from my mom along with this thrifted denim skirt. The brand of the top is Limited too, and the skirt is Venezia. I then added my taxi driver hat along with this shell necklace I bought at an antique market for $10. Along with my rings. I then added my Penny Lane coat once again for cold weather along with my brown boots. When I feel like wearing pants, sometimes I'll wear the same outfit with my jeans from before instead. I really like the look of these jeans and these boots if you can't tell. Next we have a simple warmer look again. I wore this floral short dress from Goodwill once again by the brand All That Jazz. I love the fit and pattern of this dress. I then added this thrifted Free People cardigan on top along with this silver heart pendant. Lastly, I wore my flats and white socks once again. I wear this quite a bit inside during the cold weather. It's a very pretty, simple look. Lastly, we have this pretty autumn outfit. I wore this Free People Forevermore tank with a white silky bandeau top underneath since it is quite see-through. I then added this skirt from the thrift store that does not have a brand name along with this floral tapestry jacket. The jacket is from the thrift store, but the brand is Coldwater Creek. I then added my brown boots and a pretty silver pendant and silver ring. I love the look of the skirt with these boots since it gives a pretty western kind of look, and the proportions make me look taller, I think. Well, that is all I have for you loves today. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you would please subscribe for more videos just like this. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!